go up and be curious about the girls and say almost nothing and just be more comfortable with the tension than what the girls were. And we would call that casting the spell of tension. And so, cameraman, just stop for a second there. So what the guys would do is they would kind of be walking around, doing their day game. They'd be going to the bus stop. They'd be having a coffee at the coffee shop. And then they'd rock up to the girls and they would only be allowed to say, hey. And watch as they would be like, hey. Hey, what? What? And they'd get really super nervous and super kind of inside of their head, but in a fun, sweet and innocent way, as opposed to the guy feeling super awkward about it, unapologetic, feel like he's imposing on their time. So by casting that spell of tension, if you're super I am enough, if you are of value, and you have a good amount of experience with cold approach in a lot of different social situations, you start to see the patterns. You know that, girls that we approach are going to have being approached anxiety, especially in the day and especially at coffee shops. And so when you go over there and cast the spell of tension, kind of cast it over the girls, watch them get super nervous like cute little penguins and start like getting kind of agitated, but in a cute way. And then you let the bubble of tension build and then you break it in a positive way and a kind of a warm-hearted way and I was just fucking with you kind of way. Then you're just like a gentleman with a good, strong energy, a warm-hearted energy, and it's like you're fucking with them a little bit as though to break the tension. It's like an icebreaker, as you call it, okay? So you can create a situation where you can get to know the girls. And then you're like the guy with a bigger, stronger energy, very calming energy, and you let them get very excited, a little bit nervous, very self-conscious, and then you're like, I'm just fucking with you. I was really interested to meet you too because you dress very classy. You look super relaxed. You look like cerebral, cognitive, well-studied girls. So what you do when you cast a spell of tension, it's a really good way to test your own progress in the game. If you can walk up to a group of girls and there will be that awkwardness, you'll have approach anxiety and they're going to have being approached anxiety. And if you can hold it by not saying too much, by having that smug smile on your face and then kind of releasing it and saying, I'm sorry, I'm just fucking with you. I thought you looked like you'd be kind of reactive to a nervous situation. How cute of you. By the way, my name's Alex. I'll let you get back to your conversation now. I was just kind of being a bit of a jackass. But thanks for playing. Thanks for being patient with me. And then oftentimes they'll be like, who does that? What's your name? Where are you from? What are you doing? You're giving them space to game you. That's when you really are I am enough. You don't need to force it. You don't doubt your own value. And you can control anxious situations in order to make it fun for others. And that anxiousness and that butterflies in the stomach and that tension, that's very, very sexual as well. Anyway, so that's the idea. Can you walk up and cast a spell of tension? And if you can't, start thinking about that kind of thing, because that's going to be a way for you to develop your value and the way that you can show others a good time and help to break the awkwardness in a way that it makes it really easy to get along, coming from a place of value and patience.